And this particular modification is for Ford Maverick. Ford Maverick never came with a top load of 4-speed. It came with a 3-speed, and the shifter was very low. And so the Ford Mustang shifter works out correctly for it, but there's a clearance issue within the floor and the tunnel of the car. And you can see by these pictures that I'm showing you right now that you can see that the clearance of the chrome handle hits it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this chrome handle go away. I'm going to put a combination of some pieces that I have and make a bolt-on receiver for a different handle, so it should clear the floor then and come out in the right location. So let's check this out and what I do. All right, got a Hurst 391/3180 shifter. That's a very common Ford shifter that they use for a lot of Mustang and Ford applications. This is what it looks like. Notice the offset of the stick. Now I've got the pin in here to keep it in neutral where they come. And what you're going to see is that the way this bend is, when it's actually mounted in the car, it's actually about like this. So the handle ends up coming straight up. It's a weird offset. I think it has to do with the way it clears the cross member. And notice the end of it over here, that they've got this kind of, I call it a hockey puck piece for reverse, the way it's set up, right? So we want to keep all of this the same, but we want to modify this now so that this cut here comes lower like here and then up like that, but maintains the angle so that we can bolt on a handle and it's correct. So let's give it a shot. Let's just kind of clean up this stuff here. They really get silly with these wire ties on these shifters. Okay, gonna leave all this stuff in stock here. Take off the knob. By the way, I use a screwdriver and I cut a little notch in it to kind of push these sleeves out. And then it fits perfectly in here sometimes. I could pry this out. All this crap. There we go. So you got the basic mechanism over here. Now what we're going to do is duplicate this bend, but with a bolt-on handle. I'm going to put some cushioning down here for this chrome handle so I don't ruin it or scratch it. And, all right. I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use this Chevelle offset from the Chevelle. And I have some raw materials. These materials are actually the components that go onto these handles to weld them. I've got some of these old stock that I found somewhere. And so this is basically this piece here that's in here, all right? It's chromed, but it's that part right there. You see that? They use this component part in pretty much any welded handle that goes on there. Maybe different offsets, but that's what they use. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and then I'm going to cut this off over here, cut that off. I'm going to weld this in so it's at an angle like that then. And it should be awesome. It should work out perfect. All right, so here we have it. So I got this piece like this, cut, trimmed down, like this. We're gonna put it like that. Kind of weld it about like that. I'll get some measurements, but this should work out really nice. Now what I've done is I've cleaned it up for weld to go on it because this has got some sort of, phosphate coating on it. I'll clean it up a little bit more. Then we'll set it up. We'll get the angle right. We'll weld that in place and then reassemble the shifter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just lay this on here, kind of lay it at, try to duplicate that angle. About right. Seems about pretty close. Whole thing too is when you do these types of welds, you want to give it some good gusseting. And there's many ways you could approach this. You could have cut it over here and just twisted this over, but then you would have maybe never had a good support for the weld. So this way, if people are banging gears, the weld is kind of encased in a channel. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack it into place to see if I got the angle right. Looks. All right, so what I did was I just smoothed out the weld a little bit, welded it back here on the sides, filled in this area over here with some weld, and that's how it's going to look compared to this now. There you have it, okay? The important thing is it's got a lower bend over. Now, if you look on this side here, the way I did this, it's going to bend over just about enough here for a stick to bolt onto it, you see? So when the handle bolts to it, it should be at the right centering that the other handle was, but everything is going to start a little bit lower and a little bit more offset. So it's about like this, all right? I think it's going to be really nice. Just want to let you see what this looks like. I just got it out of black oxide. I'm going to go put it in some sealant now and let it sit and then start assembling that shifter. Okay, here's the finished product. Put it in the black oxide tank. Looks really nice. Let's assemble it now. All right, so I got this shifter all ready to go back together. The new offset lever is mounted in the carrier. Body's blueprinted. All the levers, or gates as I call them, got them all flat against one another, and I've got the bores all deburred and cleaned up inside over here. Now, I have a video called Secrets Revealed. It's in the link below. Shows you how I blueprint everything with my custom shims and put all these shifters together. So now let's go get this body together. I'm so excited to see how it looks when it's together. All right, I got a few shifter handles here. Let me see what I can put together, make a good combination. And this is not going to work. Too short, too short. It's wacky, huh? Too long. This is a truck one. Too long again. Maybe. That's too round and it's not going to work out right. Ooh, this is a good possibility here. That's a 55 Chevy shifter. That ain't going to work. Chevelle, not going to work. This Camaro one could work. No. So I've got these three here. All right. Okay, I put this mount here. Kind of like that would be like this. Basically, it almost looks like these two holes are almost vertical when it's on there. It's about right. So if I put one of these on here like this, this would kind of be over. May work, may intersect it. Might be a little bit short. This one's got an offset to it a little bit more, and this should bring the knob a little bit far forward. This one here, this might do the trick. This is a 538/80/22 handle. Ooh, look at that. That's really, it's almost really right on the money there. It's got a little bit of a bend towards the driver, which may be advantageous instead of being it straight up. It might come out and kind of bend over a little bit. That may work. So it's really a toss-up between this one. This has also got a bend towards the driver, and this one's just kind of straight, you know. So I'm gonna have to go with this one, I think. See how that works. So just quickly bolt this onto the new piece. I also have these spacers. These little spacers over here. So I'll probably just throw that in with the package if the guys got to move the handle over, but I think this is the ticket here. So let's put this one on here. Let's see. Well, this is actually higher by quite a bit, by about 2 inches, so this may not work. The bend is right, but it needs to be a little bit lower. You see, until you really bolt these things up, you're really not going to know what it's like, right? All right, so if we lay these up against one another, they seem to be slightly different angles. The knob is a little bit more forward, right? But because it's shorter, it may work better. It may not foul against anything. It's pretty much, when it's in, a little bit tilted farther back actually than this one is. So this is kind of like this. This is like this. So it may work fine. I think overall, in my judgment, I think I'm going to go with this one here. All right, so here I have the factory complex shifter for the Ford with the one-piece handle. And this is the modified version I did now with the bolt-on receiver for a standard handle. Now, there's many different varieties of handles that you can buy from Hurst. There's going to be a link in the notes below that shows you a catalog that will have a PDF file with all sorts of different part numbers that you can play around with in diagrams. But in looking at this setup here, what I wanted to show you is that if I kind of lay this shifter like this and I lay this handle on it, about like this one has a knob that kind of comes up a little far forward, but it's got an offset. Where this one, which is actually a Camaro handle, it has a little bit less of an offset, but the knob almost intersects right on the top where it would normally be. So this might be a good choice. So putting this one like this may end up being good. Now remember, when this is in the car, this is kind of like this. So this may work out pretty nice like that. May end up really good with it just about straight where it needs to be. So I'm going to ship it with this setup on it. If the guy needs another handle, then we'll work on that. But there you go. So I really like the way this turned out. I'm kind of happy with this little baby. Can't wait to get it in the car again. Thanks for sticking around watching this video. It's most appreciated. Please subscribe to my video channel if you haven't already and hit that like button. Anyway, video description has all the links to my website, my web store, how to get a hold of me. All that good stuff is below. If you're looking for a shifter with all the mods, come to me. I'll hook you up with it. Again, thanks for watching. Most appreciated.